I bet you didn't know these crazy myths about GTAV. Today we're diving headfirst into the action-packed world of Grand Theft Auto V. We're not just playing the game, though, we're putting it to the test. The internet is full of crazy myths about GTAV, and frankly, some of them are just too wild to believe. Get ready for explosions, car chases, maybe even a few face plants into the Los Santos River. Safety is not guaranteed for our stunt doubles. Let's do this! Alright, first up, we're tackling a classic GTA myth. Can you really cheat death by aiming for the water? You know what I'm talking about, those epic swan dives off skyscrapers, hoping the water breaks your fall. Today we're heading to the tallest building in Los Santos, the majestic Maze Bank Tower. We're sending our trusty stunt double, let's call him Gary, straight off the top. We're talking hundreds of feet, folks. We're going to try 3 different landing variations here. First, we're going full send, belly flop style, right onto the concrete. Ouch. I can already feel that one. Next up, we're aiming for a nice, graceful arc ending in a splashdown in the LS River. And finally, because we like to live on the edge, we're going for the ultimate water landing straight into the Pacific Ocean. Okay, Gary's prepped. He's got his parachute. Just kidding. No parachute today. We're going full daredevil. All right, Gary, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There he goes. He's clear of the building. He's a human projectile soaring through the air. And splat. Okay, maybe not the most graceful landing. Let's see if the LS River is any more forgiving. Gary, you ready for round 2? And 3, 2, 1, jump. He's off. This time he's got the distance heading for the river. And, oh, that's gotta hurt. Turns out physics still applies in the world of GTAV. Next up, we're diving into the explosive world of car explosions in GTAV. Buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride through the myths and realities of vehicular mayhem. This myth claims that all it takes to turn a car into a fiery inferno is a single, well-placed bullet to the gas tank. It's a classic trope in action movies and video games alike. Sounds a little too easy, right? Well, let's grab our arsenal and head to the LS Customs Testing Ground to find out. We're going to put this myth to the ultimate test. We've got a fresh-off-the-lot bravado gauntlet, that's GTA for a sweet muscle car, ready to be sacrificed in the name of science, or at least in the name of satisfying our curiosity. We're going to try this a few ways. First, we'll start with the classic drive-by shooting. We're going to try this a few ways. First up, the classic drive-by. We'll unload a full clip from an assault rifle into the side of the car, aiming for that sweet spot where the gas tank should be. First up, the classic drive-by. We'll unload a full clip from an assault rifle into the side of the car, aiming for that sweet spot where the gas tank should be. Will it blow up in a spectacular fashion, or will it just be a lot of noise? Next, we'll get a little more personal. We'll take a closer shot right up against the gas tank. This should give us a better idea of how much damage a single bullet can do. We're going full sniper mode, setting up a long-distance shot aimed directly at the gas cap. This is for that extra bit of precision, to see if a sniper's bullet can do what an assault rifle couldn't. You know, for that extra bit of precision. We're talking about pinpoint accuracy here, folks. And finally, because sometimes you just got to go big or go home, we're bringing in the heavy artillery and RPG. If a little bullet can't do it, surely a rocket-propelled grenade will. Hey, if a little bullet can do it, an RPG should turn this car into a firework display, right? We're expecting nothing less than a massive explosion. All right, safety first. Everyone back up. Let's not get caught in the blast radius. We don't want any unexpected casualties in our little experiment. Okay, here goes nothing. First up, the drive-by. Let's see if Hollywood has been lying to us all these years. Wow, lots of noise, lots of bullets, but no explosion. It seems like the movies might have exaggerated this one a bit. The car's definitely worse for wear, but it's still in one piece. Not exactly the fiery inferno we were hoping for. Time for round 2 sniper time. Let's see if a more precise shot can do the trick. Let's see if we can get that pinpoint accuracy. Maybe a sniper bullet will have better luck. Turns out you need a bit more firepower than that. The car remains stubbornly intact despite our best efforts. We've all been there. You're cruising through Los Santos, maybe having a little too much fun, and suddenly those flashing red and blue lights appear in your rearview mirror. Busted. But wait, the internet says there's a foolproof escape plan hiding in a bush. Seriously, a bush! Today we're putting this ridiculous-sounding escape plan to the test. We've got our getaway driver, let's call her Luna, ready to lead the LSPD on a wild goose chase through the urban jungle. Or should I say, the urban shrubbery. We're starting off in downtown Los Santos, weaving through traffic, causing a little mayhem to attract the attention of the boys in blue. Okay, Luna, hit it. Let's see what you got. There they are. Time for phase 2. Operation Bush, hide and seek. Luna's veering off the main road, heading for a nice leafy park. Plenty of bushes to choose from. She's ditching the car, diving for cover, and she's completely hidden. Okay, officers, let's see if you fall for this classic trick. They're out of their cars, searching on foot. They're getting closer to the bush. And they walked right past her. No way, it actually worked. I can't believe it. A simple bush is all it takes to outsmart the LSPD. Let's try that again, but this time we're raising the wanted level. Turns out, blending in with the foliage only works if the cops aren't already looking for you. All right, buckle up, because this next myth is a doozy. We're diving into the world of urban legends and video game physics to see if we can pull off something truly outrageous. The internet claims that a humble tow truck, a vehicle designed for hauling broken-down cars, can actually bring down an entire skyscraper. It sounds like something straight out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but we're here to test it in the virtual world of GTAV. Yeah, you heard that right, a tow truck versus a skyscraper. It's the kind of challenge that makes you question everything you know about physics and engineering. We had to see this to believe it, so we're headed to Pillbox Hill, home to some of the tallest buildings in Los Santos, with our trusty tow truck and a whole lot of skepticism. The cityscape is impressive, and the buildings are towering giants of glass and steel. We've got our sights set on a particularly impressive office building, all glass and steel, just begging to be toppled. It's a modern marvel, and taking it down with a tow truck seems almost impossible. Now, we're not demolition experts. Shocking, right? But we figure the best approach is to attach the tow cable to the top floor and just, well, pull. It's a simple plan, but sometimes the simplest plans are the best. Hopefully physics will do the rest. The tension in the cable is palpable, and we're all holding our breath to see what happens next. Finding a secure attachment point on a skyscraper is harder than it looks, let me tell you. We're scaling the building, looking for that perfect spot to hook our cable. After a few close calls and some creative maneuvering, we've managed to get the tow cable hooked onto a structural beam. It's not perfect, but it's the best we can do under the circumstances. It doesn't look very promising, but hey, that's the spirit of myth-busting, right? Sometimes you have to take risks and see what happens. Okay, moment of truth. We're putting the pedal to the metal and nothing. The tow truck is giving it everything it's got, but the skyscraper isn't even flinching. The tow truck is straining, the engine's roaring, but the skyscraper isn't budging. It's like trying to move a mountain with a spoon. This building is tougher than it looks. We're starting to realize that this might be a bit more complicated than we initially thought. We're going to need a new strategy. It's time to put our heads together and come up with a plan B. Let's try this again, but this time we're going to weaken the building's structural integrity first. A few well-placed explosives should do the trick. Turns out, with a little ingenuity and a whole lot of explosives, even a tow truck can become an instrument of destruction. The building comes down in a spectacular fashion, proving that sometimes you just need a bit of extra firepower. For our final myth of the day, we're diving into the deep end. Literally. This one's been making waves across the internet, and we just had to see it for ourselves. The internet whispers tales of cars in GTAV secretly being submersibles, capable of cruising the ocean floor with ease. Imagine driving your favorite sports car not just on the streets of Los Santos, but beneath its waves as well. We're skeptical, sure, but also incredibly curious. Could this be a hidden feature, or just another tall tale? So we're taking a page from James Bond's playbook and grabbing a flashy sports car for our underwater adventure. If anyone can pull this off, it's us. We've chosen the Grotti Turismo R, a sleek Italian masterpiece that looks like it belongs more on a racetrack than at the bottom of the ocean. Its aerodynamic design and powerful engine make it a top choice for any high-speed chase. But hey, that's what makes this fun. The unexpected twist of taking a luxury sports car into the depths of the ocean is too tempting to resist. We're going to ease into this, starting with a gentle dip in the shallow end of the Vespucci beach. It's the perfect spot to test our theory without going too deep too fast, you know. just to get our sea legs. After all, even the best drivers need a moment to adjust to new terrains, or in this case, new waters. Okay, here we go. Rolling down the beach, straight into the water, and so far so good. The car's floating. It's almost serene, like a boat ride. This is actually kind of relaxing. Wait, never mind. The engine's sputtering. The electrical system is freaking out, and we're sinking. Abort, abort. This is turning into a disaster quickly. Thankfully, we managed to escape the car before it became a permanent fixture of the Los Santos marine ecosystem. That was a close call. Looks like our Italian stallion wasn't built for life underwater. It's a shame, but not entirely unexpected. But maybe, just maybe, with a little modification, we can turn this sports car into a submarine. We're talking about some serious upgrades here, folks. We're talking about some serious upgrades here. Reinforced hull, waterproofing, and maybe even some propellers. Looks like the rumors were true. With the right modifications, our Grotti Turismo R is now a bona fide submersible. With a little creativity and a whole lot of modifications, you can turn anything into a submarine in GTAV. The possibilities are endless in this game. Well, there you have it, folks. We tested, we crashed. We even went for a swim in a modified sports car. It's been a wild ride through the streets and skies and waterways of Los Santos, all in the name of separating fact from fiction in the world of GTAV. We learned some valuable lessons today, mostly that physics is a cruel mistress, especially when you're jumping off skyscrapers. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this myth-busting adventure, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next video. I'll see you next time.